Hey guys, how are you all doing? It's Cam back at you again. Today I bring you two licks that really helped. Now, if you guys are stuck in pentatonic boxes and scale shapes and you're worried about not coming out with any phrases, I've come up with two really nice little exercises for you that will really help. Just recently I uploaded a video called The Lick That Changed Everything, which really transformed my mindset when it came to the guitar playing, and I explained that in the video. And you guys want more of this stuff, and these licks did a very similar thing, but they just weren't quite as impressionable or as influential on me as The Lick That Changed Everything by Steve Vai. But without further ado, let's go. Right, okay, so we are tuned down a half step. Well, probably my favourite tuning. And now, what we have is essentially a really nice repetitive lick in the style of Zakk Wylde, and it starts off in the 5th position of the pentatonic scale. And what's really nice about that lick is it gets you to not only sync up your hands, but it's great for alternate picking. And what I do there is, a lot of people ask, do you start with an upstroke or a downstroke? And I start with an upstroke. It's whatever's comfortable to you and what gets you to move around. There's no right way to do it. But I'm flawed in this case. I'm left-handed. And that's changed my picking orientation a little bit. And what I love about this as well is that if you actually start on a more comfortable downstroke, you've got dynamics on your side. If you do it with an upstroke, you can't deaden it very nicely. Whereas if you do it with a downstroke, you can palm mute it a little bit, which is a lot more beneficial and cooler if you find the right moment. But if you're a lefty like me, we all know what it's like. Nevertheless, the second lick is this Gus G style one. You hear me do it all the time, probably too much. And what's nice about this is it gets you to unlock loads of different fretboard positions. It's just a great way from getting from A to B, and you can also ascend as well with it. And you can really combine these two licks together. So supposing you started off a typical sort of rock solo, they're really useful ways of getting around. They combine the musical with the technical, which is what every guitar player should do. And it's been adapted by loads of different players already. For instance, in Another Day by John Petrucci, you know, you've got it's a similar feel. You're just not galloping. You've got that kind of vibe with him. That's John Petrucci. And then, of course, you've got other adaptations of a similar kind, which is, of course, Eric Johnson, where you've got, but he tends to do it in different styles. And when I said you could ascend and descend with both of these licks, I've shown you it with the Gus G one, but with the Zakk Wylde one, you have. And it flows really nicely with so many different ideas and keys. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. But they can be combined around and moved all over the place. And you could even do it in A minor, which is another awesome key that we all know and well. Either way, you see how they can be used to get around. They combine the technical with the melodic, which is what every guitar player should do, and that's why they really, really help me, and I hope they help you too.